We're back. George is still celebrating his victory in that Bergstrom bonus because we got to ask a question about his all-time favorite movie. I don't know if that's true, but he's seen it 100 million times. We were discussing that in the break, but enjoy your pizza and pasta from Tony's of Winnebago. Let's get back to points, contestants. That last round, Lutheran widened a lead a little bit, or opened up a lead because we had been tied. Lutheran has 70 points, Galena has 30. But now in the NECOT IBEW lightning round, that can change very quickly because if you run a category, it's worth 100 points for your team. Because of the coin flip, Galena gets first choice in this week's 3 categories. So Daniel, here are those categories. Most populous cities, athletic siblings, and Johns.
Cities. Most populous cities.
Most populous cities. I heard someone say wow. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad wow for our categories this week. We'll find out. Most populous cities. Given a country, name its most populous city, which is not its capital. Kind of a complex answer there, but focus on the most populous city for these countries. 60 seconds is on the clock, and Lutheran, you'll have 30 seconds to get to what they don't. Daniel, are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Given these countries, name the most populous city which is not the capital. Australia.
Sydney.
Correct. Turkey.
Istanbul.
Correct. Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro.
Incorrect. China.
Shanghai.
Correct. Nigeria.
Lagos.
Correct. Pakistan.
Islamabad.
Incorrect. Switzerland.
Geneva.
Incorrect. Morocco.
Rabat.
Incorrect. Philippines.
Manila.
Incorrect. Burma or Myanmar.
Pass.
That's all that's left, but that's the buzzer. That's your 60 seconds. You got 4 of them right, so you've brought us back to a tie score. 40 points added to your total. So Lutheran, there are 6 left, 60 points potentially, but you only have 30 seconds to get through them. I'll read them as quickly as I can. Julie, are you and the team ready? Here
Yes.
comes your first one. Brazil.
Pass.
Pakistan.
Pass.
Switzerland.
Burn.
Incorrect. Morocco.
Pass.
Philippines.
Pass.
Burma or Myanmar.
Pass.
Back to Brazil.
Pass.
That's the timer. Those are kind of tough, the ones that were left over. And it's tough, too, thinking, because a lot of times the first city you will think of is the capital. I'll run through these 6 very, very quickly. Brazil, the most populous city, again, which is not the capital. The capital is Brasilia. It's Sao Paulo. That is the most populous. 11 million people there versus Rio's 6 million. In Pakistan, it's Karachi, with actually 15 million people. Islamabad, which I think one of the teams answered, only has 1 million. Switzerland was Zurich. Bern actually has 3 times Bern's population, which is the capital there. Morocco was Casablanca. The Philippines is Quezon City, has about 1 million more than Manila, which is the capital. And Burma or Myanmar, depending on whether you're talking about the international community naming this country or the military government there. The city there we were looking for was Yangon. That is our first round in Lightning, and we're back to an even score, right where we were in the beginning of volleyball. But that could change again because 100 points could be a big difference here. So our second choice now goes to Lutheran, and these, Julie, are the categories that are left. Get my bearings here. Athletic siblings or Johns?
Johns.
All right. Scared from the sports category today. Sometimes those are golden, sometimes not so much. Identify these Americans with the first name John. All right, that's as specific as I can get, and same rules apply to you, Daniel, and the team. You'll have 30 seconds to get to whatever Lutheran does not. Julie, are you guys ready for your first one?
Yes.
Here it comes. Identify these Americans with the first name John. The second president.
John Adams.
Correct. Man born Johnny Chapman, who planted trees throughout the Midwest.
Johnny Appleseed.
Correct. Author of The World According to Garp.
Pass.
Co-founder of Standard Oil, generally considered the richest American ever.
Rockefeller.
Correct. Republican presidential nominee in 2008.
Pass.
Jazz saxophonist whose albums include Giant Steps and The Last Train.
Pass.
Founder of the Sierra Club.
Pass.
Leader of the Terror Gang who was killed in 1934.
Pass.
Director of westerns like Stagecoach and The Searchers.
John Wayne.
Incorrect. Author of Rabbit Run.
Pass.
Author of The World According to
Pass.
Garp. Republican presidential
Pass.
nominee in 2008. And that's the timer. I went back to those as quickly as I could. 30 points added to your score. You're up to 100. You're in triple digits. Some of those are relatively tough. There are 7 left, and Daniel will only have 30 seconds for them. Are you ready for your first one?
Yes.
Here it comes. Author of The World According to Garp.
John Smith.
Incorrect. Republican presidential nominee in 2008.
McCain.
That is correct. Jazz saxophonist whose albums include Giant Steps and The Last Train.
Coltrane.
Correct. Founder of the Sierra Club.
Pass.
Leader of the Terror Gang who was killed in 1934.
Dillinger.
That is correct. Director of westerns like Stagecoach and The Searchers.
Pass.
And that's the timer. When you have that many left, 30 seconds goes by really fast, but you added 30 points to your score. Look where we are. Wow, tie game. How cool. I'll run through these really fast. The author of World According to Garp was John Irving, or John Winslow Irving, the movie, of course, starring Robin Williams. The founder of the Sierra Club, that was kind of a tough one, John Muir. The director of westerns like Stagecoach and The Searchers was John Ford. Won 6 Academy Awards and 4 of them for Best Director. And author of Rabbit Run was John Updike. All right, let's go to our final challenge right where we started our game, with our teams even. Our Mercy Health final challenge, though, each question is worth double the points. We'll see how this goes after the break.